Hello, this is again Christian, the author of Autospotting, cloud computing optimization software. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to run Autospotting and get it to do things with your AWS account, helping you reduce costs. In the previous video, I showed you how to install Autospotting from the marketplace. As a little recap, you go to the marketplace, you actually search for Autospotting in the console. It will open the marketplace, and you follow essentially a wizard that goes, and then you click the quick installation, and you get Autospotting installed. And after a few minutes, everything is deployed in your account. And yeah, that's fine. You get it running, but Autospotting is not going to do anything unless you tell it to do things. So the way it works is implemented as a Lambda function that takes events from your account, and those events have to have a certain certain conditions to be handled. So the main events come from launching instances in auto-scaling groups. So whenever a new instance is launched, it will trigger Autospotting. And the way it works, we look at that instance and to see if the auto-scaling group that it belongs to is tagged in a certain way. And the default tag is spot enabled equals true. So what we can do is to show it running, we have to create an auto-scaling group that has that tag set. So now we have nothing running in this account. There's no auto-scaling groups. And let's just try to create one. That has that set. So we create this group, Autospotting demo. There are no launch templates, so we create one. I'm gonna use the same name. It's gonna be Amazon Linux, and let's try ARM, because I like ARM instances more nowadays. For ARM, we can choose, let's say, C6G medium, which is a decent instance type. And I'm going to leave the rest as they are. I could also, the volume, we could set it to GP3, but also if we keep it to GP2, it's going to run, hopefully, the GP2 to GP3 conversion. Or not, I'm going to also show you the other tool that I have that will do the conversion automatically. And that's it. We create the launch template. It's created. We can go back to the auto-scaling group creation, and we can find the template now. It's important not to request spot instances with it. So that's a good default. It's a prerequisite of Autospotting. If you do already create spot instances, Autospotting will not touch your group. And yeah, all the other options you may set are like security groups, key pairs, whatever. I'm not going to touch those for the sake of the demo, but they can be configured in a typical configuration. So I'm going to go and create it in my default VPC. I'll take all the availability zones because they help with diversification. And it's important when you get the instance type requirements to not override the launch template. So just leave it as it is. If you override the launch template, Autospotting will not handle your group. And no load balancer. We just keep the EC2 health checks. We don't care about other things here. Desired capacity, let's set it to 1. And maximum, let's set it 4, whatever. Doesn't matter, as long as we get some instances in the group. Notifications we skip. And for the tags, as I said, we have spot enabled, and we have to set it to true. And we don't need tag new instances. Once we do this and we launch the group, let's see what happens. So the group will start running instances. It's already launching a medium instance. And if we go to the list of instances, we see this medium instance being launched. Right? That's what we expected. But since we have auto spotting in the account, auto spotting will go and launch a spot replacement for this instance. If you look at the instance types, the spot replacement will be of the same CPU cores number, the same memory size. It is a burstable instance, which means there is a little difference in the behavior and how you're charged for the CPU. But for the sake of the replacement, you can you could also disable these types. But the way it works is essentially you get this instance launched. Within a minute or so, it will be attached to the group. So this tag will show the same figure once it's attached to the group, and now it's there. And as soon as it's attached, the initial instance is terminated. So if we wait a few more seconds, this instance will be taken out and terminated, and then the group will just have the new instance. And this happens for every single instance that you have in the group. When you scale out, you'll launch a new instance, it's replaced. When you change, you create a new group with the tag, it's going to happen at the beginning, and so on. And that's kind of how auto spotting works. Yeah, that's all I had to show you. So thank you so much, and see you in the next recording.